Buzz brings you the best musicians, singers, and lyricists of the Malaysian indie scene. We also look at some of the best creative minds that Malaysia has to offer. All this and more on The Buzz every Saturday from 3:15 p.m. till 3:45 p.m. on Music Saturday. Join us right here on TRAXXfm.
Our guest today is Heerraa in the studios of TRAXXfm. Here's her song Crazy. When that finishes, we come back and we talk to her.
Even when I sit alone, I think of you, of all the things we do, and I wouldn't ask for more. And when I'm walking down the street, I smile too. I leave because everything falls perfectly, and I just want you to know. Wherever you are in the space, I will forever love this sweet embrace. Crazy, crazy, all I feel is crazy, crazy. Even when I pick up blue with no words that speak, all that I can say is you make me feel crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, crazy. Oh baby, crazy, crazy. All that I can say is you make me feel crazy. Oh, when we're driving in your car down the fast lane, I think of a song to play, and I am at a loss for words. 'Cause even though somehow the trees align perfectly, I feel like something's missing. It's the song I waited for you for so long. Wherever you are in the space, I'll forever long for your sweet embrace. Crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, crazy. Even when I pick up blue with no words that speak, all that I can say is you make me feel crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, crazy. Oh baby, crazy, crazy. All that I can say is you make me feel crazy. And as the cheesy love song is supposed to come on, I smile creepily at your face. I think of a word to describe what I feel, and one thing just keeps coming to my mind. It's just crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, baby. Oh yeah, is you make me feel crazy, crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, crazy. Even when I pick up blue with no words that speak, all that I can say, baby, is just crazy, crazy. All I feel is crazy, crazy. Oh baby, crazy, crazy. All that I can say is to make me feel crazy.
Did you go crazy recording that, Heerraa?
It was a very fun experience. I gotta say, first of all, thank you for having me on the show and vibing to the song.
Lovely.
Yeah,
It's a good song. It's a good song. My favorite part's that part before you get into the chorus.
Oh,
I like that very much.
yes, I like that too. I think
Yeah.
it's that's my favorite part of the song. yeah.
Correct. And they're not very easy vocal switches over there, and you handle it very well. Congratulations.
Ooh.
Nice.
Are you a singer yourself?
No.
Yes.
I can't sing to save the world.
Don't lie.
I mean, you know quite a thing or two, so I would take KG's word on it that you probably are a singer.
He's been singing publicly since he was, 16?
Right, and I've been stoned. They've been throwing stones at me since I was that age too. Okay,
Yeah.
but Heerraa. So when you were recording that song, you did this at a studio.
Yeah.
That was where was this studio?
This song was recorded at Pulse Soundworks.
Okay.
The experience was very cool because I think it's the first time I actually professionally produced my own song.
You produced the song yourself, yeah.
I mean, like, they recorded it, they arranged it and everything, but walking into the studio, seeing the drums recorded, getting the vocals done,
Right.
getting all the correct guide notes, vocal notes. And making
lovely.
sure.
Okay, who were the musicians on that song?
This song had Jamie Gunter.
Oh,
on the
Jamie
bass.
Gunter. Hi, Jamie Gunter. How are you? Penang girl. Penang lang, ang chua ho bao. Yeah.
Malcolm was on the drums, and I was on the guitar.
Oh, lovely, lovely. You were on the guitar, and that's a guitar you brought to the studio, which you'll be performing live later on as well, right?
Sure, we'll do.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Okay, so when you talk about you and what kind of an artist are you?
Oh my. I mean, in terms of genre, I have no idea how to categorize myself. I just really write songs that I feel like I need to hear. Like, all my songs have different messages, lessons, or themes that I want to capture from life, like what I've learned. So each song is catered to that message and everything.
Right. But
So-
yeah, go on.
Crazy was about being crazy. Like, people can drive you crazy, insane. You can feel crazy in love. At the same time, people can really make you crazy. Like, I hate your guts.
Correct.
Right. But we want to focus on the crazy good times in life. So that's what Crazy was about.
I like that. So you could say that it's a song that you could also give to someone for being crazy in love with that person.
You could be crazy in love, or you could be crazy annoyed with them.
Right. You
Like-
drive me crazy. Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
That's why. I straight away I looked at you, KG Mata. Okay, so how long have you been singing?
Professionally, I've been doing this for 6 years. Yeah, right
And-
out of high school.
Right, and you started falling in love with singing when you were how old?
9.
9 years
Yeah,
old.
I think I wanted to be a singer since I was 5, but actually writing silly, cute songs at 9 years old.
You were writing songs at 9
It
years
was
old.
it was only like a few songs, and then I think I forgot. I got busy being an emo teenager, and I kind of forgot about
Right.
writing songs until I met Ascendance and ET Ideas. So that's around 14. I started picking up writing songs again, and
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. So at 9 years old, what was the kind of song you wrote?
oh my god, so ridiculous! My first ever song was this song called "You're My Number One Fan."
Okay.
And that's all the lyrics of the song. It's just "You're my number one fan, my number one fan, my number one fan." That's it. That's my whole song. Because
Right.
at 9, I think I already knew I wanted to be a singer, and
Right.
I had much high hopes for myself.
It was stardom already. You were looking at being on the stage, at having followers, at having people follow you and music already. That's a very, very big ambition already at 9. Did this freak your parents out and anybody at home?
I think no, but I think my mom was kind enough to just entertain the idea. Like, she was like, "Okay, I'll support you," even though in the back of her mind she's like, "Oh my god, is my
Right.
my daughter crazy?" But I think I'm glad that my perception towards music has changed. It's no longer about how popular I'm gonna get, but how many people's lives I can impact with music. And I really want my songs to be heard, so that people, like, when they're having a bad day, like, they know which songs they need to listen to actually come out of it. So,
Oh, wow. So you write music to make people feel a lot better. You think people should be feeling a lot better,
yeah.
right? Well, what's wrong with people?
I want us all to be able to listen to our hearts freely, like, on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes you might just be having a rough start. Sometimes you might get really angry at things happening around you, and some music really calms you down and puts things into perspective, or reminds you of, like, why you're here, why you're doing this, what's the bigger picture. So those are the themes that my songs circle around.
Right. So you think people should be just chilling a lot more than they are,
I think they should be happy. I think that's like your primary role in life is to be happy and to be following your heart.
Right. Be happy with what you do have and don't be, upset about what you don't have.
Because life is so beautiful, but it's so easy to get annoyed or sad
Yeah.
or
What's beautiful about life?
living. I'm so sorry. It's like becoming like a
Yeah.
TED talk.
It is.
But it's just the small things, like when you spend time with people, like even this conversation, it's a nice thing. But if you're busy worrying about what's going on at home or what's going on my phone, like, you can't enjoy all these moments. So if you can have songs that get you grounded, I think that is what I aim to do, changing the world of music.
Right. It's interesting because you write the songs yourself and you express yourself through your music. So knowing what goes on inside your mind and why you're doing what you're doing is very important to a lot of people out there. And now you'll understand why she does the kind of music she does. Right? And she really thinks the world of the people out there and the listeners. And I applaud you for that. Yeah. So a lot of times, a lot of singers think like, think, this is me, watch me, this is my show, I, right?
You're too kind. I've had a lot of people who knock me back into place when I get too airheaded.
When you get too happy or too
airheaded.
Airheaded.
Yeah.
There are those moments.
Yes.
Yeah?
But yeah, I really think music, for me, why I write the songs is what I need to learn. Like insecurities, how do I deal with them? Or finding happiness. I don't want to be sad. I want to be able to enjoy even the simple things in life. Or like a song which we'll be playing on later on is Attention Island, which I'm excited to talk about. What's the meaning in the song?
Wow. Okay, there are a lot more of the songs from you over here. We're very happy. Let's see now. The Girl Who Loved is one of them. Morning Light is another one. Attention Island, we're keeping towards the end.
Yes.
And you're going to perform another piece over here. Shall we listen to The Girl Who Loved?
Yes.
Okay, what's The Girl Who Loved about?
That is amazing because I was actually, that's my first commercial song, but it was written for the game Simulacra 2. So at the time when I was writing for the song, I had no idea what the game was about. They just said, hey, they need a song for a game. And I thought it was like a sing-along kind of game, but it was a horror movie game.
Okay.
But it's a legit, I'm scared of the game. But I love the message of the song because it shows that no matter what scars that you have, no matter what you've gone through, you can still love yourself.
Well, let them visualize how this song is with the game. Which part of the...
So you get to unlock the song in the game. So like there'll be like 5 songs you get to unlock as you play the game. So one of the songs is The Girl Who Loved. Another song actually by Danielle from Skies of Red. All right, so it's really, really nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So,
Wow.
so when you reach a certain stage and then you get to hear Heerraa sing,
Yes.
you know you've reached stage 3 or stage 4.
Yeah. It depends on your choices. It's a choices game.
Oh,
You're a gamer. Maybe you should try that.
there you go. Option
we go.
A. And what happens? Oh, look, it's Heerraa and Heerraa. And yeah, I keep on saying Heerraa because of this character in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, The Girl Who Loved is what we're listening to right now on TRAXXfm.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Buzz on the TRAXXfm. Of course, we're hanging out with Heerraa right here, and of course, the Greenman and me, myself, KG. Now, we've been talking to Heerraa about her music, some of the songs that she has already made, and of course, Greenman asked me to ask the next question lah. But the thing being me, I don't know the next question, so Greenman follow lah.
So you started playing the guitar at what age, Heerraa?
Oh, I consider myself pretty late learning instruments. I think I learned when I was 13 or 14, actually. Not the people who went for music classes since young. But I just started writing songs. I remember we would learn the like contemporary music, like, your grade books. And I was like, but I really want to learn this Taylor Swift song. So I wanted to perform it for my talent show. But obviously, being a teenager with very poor time management, I only started learning the song the night of the audition.
Ooh, okay.
I could not play the guitar for that show. But I think since then I've grown. So I primarily play acoustic guitar and I play a bit of piano. In The Girl Who Loved, you do hear my guitar, actually.
That's you in there. Oh, lovely. What guitar do you play?
I have no idea. I just bought it in the shop.
Okay.
It was not a
Okay.
branded guitar. They were
All
like,
right. Do you change your own strings?
I get it in the shop because the last time I tried
Okay.
to stab myself accidentally. So I was like, I really think they have the equipment to do it. I used a nail cutter and until now the nail
Ow!
No, I used the nail clipper to cut the string. But then the nail clipper spoiled. So
right.
so my mom was like, what happened? I was like, I'm sorry. Look,
Right.
the dragon made a bite. So.
I did the same thing, so I do agree. Sometimes better just send it to the shops, but for me, I don't think the instrument is the deal. It's always the person behind it. Yeah,
That's
So,
right.
Yeah.
Amazing music. Doesn't matter what kind of instrument you use. And of course, wanted to ask you: did you take classical training, or do you take actual vocal trainings to be as good as you are today?
Oh, thank you for thinking that. But when I was younger, so I went for vocal classes about 4 or 5 years. I used to have a band in high school, so that was a lot of trial and error, learning how to perform. My first time interacting with the mic, and then really just performing and singing my heart out to getting where I am today.
Vocal classes, yeah?
Yeah, and the
What did they teach you in vocal classes?
I think to overcome my fear of hitting the high notes. And I think the biggest growth that I had as a singer and how did I get to the voice that I have today is really the encouragement I've had from people in the industry.
Right.
So like my mentors, sometimes the people that I work in the studio, they're like, oh, you have such a powerful voice, you can actually hit this.
Go for it.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can. This is a thing because I only know my voice. I don't know what is the standards of the industry. So
Right.
it's very nice to be able to work with people who can bring out the best in you.
Correct. So you've been recording. When you've been recording, you've been changing your music, and you've realized that your limitations are only set by you.
Yeah, like each song is different, and I don't know. I think I'm excited because of that, because each song that I release sounds vastly different from the other. Most times you cannot, other than my voice, you don't even believe like, hey, it's the same artist. Genres are quite
Yeah,
different.
that's right. And KG, I'm like excited as well because we've had a lot of artists over here who've come over to the studio, and it's thanks to you who's been bringing all these artists here.
Thank you.
And you've made some excellent choices because I think, it's a new generation of musicians that we have. And I think this music scene has to be reshuffled all over again.
It needs a good
People in the industry.
washing, man.
Yeah, people in the industry need to get their heads washed.
Absolutely.
Because, that old way of thinking and that old school thinking has got to go out the window. And we've got to make way and plan for these new breed of musicians who are absolutely nailing it.
Absolutely. And the thing is, I told Heerraa my personal story right now. Just a few months ago, I wasn't that big into the indie scene until my friend, of course, Ken from Parabola, a big thank you to him. He showed me the way in, and he showed me some of the great musicians out there and all that. I gotta tell you, the standard and also the quality that they're putting out right now, it's unparalleled, right? So you could be with a record label, you've got the entire backing of a very big industry, but even then the indie music scene is already pushing further and further. So I really love to see that, man.
That's
I really
right.
love to see
That's
that.
right.
And people need to get it out of their head. As you said, indie music scenes, just because they're indie doesn't mean that they're no good.
think-
They are great.
Indie don't sound indie no more.
Yeah, that's the
Right?
thing. Indie don't sound indie no more.
Heerraa, honestly, if we didn't tell people that you were a local artist, I can guarantee you a lot of people out there would not have known that you were made in Malaysia.
They don't.
Yep. I completely agree
I
with
think
that.
there's this stigma in the minds of a lot of people out there. Made in Malaysia, that boom, straight away, 50
Yeah,
points
because
gone.
you're not the big artist. I mean,
Yeah.
all of us want to be Harry Styles, but there
Right.
are a lot of equally good indie artists that are on our playlist. So yeah, like most
Right.
artists.
Yeah,
work.
correct. But surprise, you put Harry Styles to sing live and stuff like that. He might not sound as great as he does on recording.
Auto-tune.
Yeah. Right? So-
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about so how are you feeling about the music scene? I mean, the opportunities that are available to you.
It is, I would say, very incredible and heartwarming to see how people work together in the indie scene. Yes, you could, initially it's very easy to get intimidated or get competitive with peers because you're like, oh, you think it's a small market and I can't do well if somebody's doing well. But actually you grow so much more with collaboration. So I think I was talking with this KG just now, because of Shake, because of Jay, they're the ones who help support me up as a band now. And I don't have the expertise to actually play all the instruments and do a show on my own, but because of these people, Fairly, Titus, and Adam also, so it's all of these people are the reason why I'm here. So even in the indie scene, I work with my music now with Matt Music. I work on the studio called ET Boost. So everybody's independent artists who supporting me to make me better. So and in turn, everybody gets better as well.
Ah, lovely. I like that. And then you write your songs.
Yeah.
And do you do this at night or in the morning, or when's the best time? When does it hit you?
Songs always hit me. I'm walking in the car, I wake up in the morning. I think I got so many ideas. I have 200 ideas untapped on my phone.
Right.
The ones that I do produce, I have 60 songs just waiting to be published, which I'm working on slowly. So
60 songs. Not even
Only.
joking right there. 60 songs.
Right.
But this year, we're starting off with my first album, so we have 6 songs out of the 60 coming out.
You have 6 songs already down, right?
3 is out and 3
Okay.
more to go.
All right. Sorry.
Wait, I've got something to say. Right, so I've talked about Heerraa to a lot of the other musicians that are here, right? And all of them know her. You know what's the common thing that they say?
What?
She's the most hardworking person right now.
Seriously?
Yes, that is exactly what they say.
Why,
You're the-
you lazy rest of you?
No! You're all amazing.
makes me feel like that my work ethics are a bit lacking.
Thank
Right.
you. I'm sorry it didn't make you feel...
No, don't worry. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's very nice because the whole industry's mindset is changing. Collaboration is coming first. Like I think Hey J released new music. Shaki and his band released new music. Momin released new music. Skies Are Red just had a show. So like everybody's like keeping an eye out for each other and supporting each other. And
Correct. Well, how can the public be of better support to all of you? How can they be more
Please
aware?
follow us on Instagram.
Right.
Like, every like matters. Come for shows. Stream music. Like streaming music, I always check like how many people are streaming, where they're from. So it's like very nice to see. Of course, Malaysian, like yesterday, I think it was like 180 people from Cebu listening to my song. Wow.
Right.
I don't know who you are, but thank you. And like to
Right.
see other countries also support Malaysian music, that's very nice.
That's nice, isn't it? You know, like even watching football,
Yeah.
the Premier League. Like I go to the stadium and I watched football live on the location itself, and then you hear the guy coming on and say, "Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, malam ni kita ada seramai 510 orang." 510 people. Last night I was watching football, and it was the second tier, not even the first, not even the Premier League. It was the second tier, and we're talking about 40-something thousand people watching. You know, so that kind of support is what we need to get back to over here. We need to have our people supporting our very own talent.
Yep. And I think the stigma needs to be changed. The
You're right.
stigma that, you know what, made in Malaysia is no good. Made in Malaysia is only good once they do it overseas. I think that has to go.
Yeah.
Because
I would like to challenge that and say I think now we need to change the stigma that music is not a profitable industry. Like yes, we know music is an expensive industry, very little return. So if you want to support artists, you can buy their stuff, buy their merch. Like I'm on Patreon, so you can contribute monthly on the platform. So like you can be a part of the solution. Like
Absolutely.
yeah, like contribute to your artists, help them make the records that they're making. That will actually change their lives a lot more. Because if you say yes, you know artists are burdened, so what can we do about it? Like buying a
Right.
ticket for their show or being their Patreon or stuff like that. So I think that's something
Right.
that would help a lot.
Oh, I like that. There
constant
you go.
support, yes.
Okay, come. Let's listen to Morning Light. Tell us about Morning Light.
Oh, Morning Light was my first collaboration overseas. It's a song with a very talented 14-year-old award-winning artist from Washington, USA. So we wrote a song for Thanksgiving called Morning Light, which basically shares that no matter how bad of a day that you have, you will always get better the next day. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
The Buzz brings you the best musicians, singers, and lyricists of the Malaysian indie scene. We also look at some of the best creative minds that Malaysia has to offer. All this and more on The Buzz every Saturday from 3:15 p.m. till 3:45 p.m. on Music Saturday. Join us right here on TRAXXfm.
And you're joining Heerraa today on the Buzz TRAXXfm. Nice, and thank you for being here this afternoon. It's an absolute pleasure meeting you.
It is such a pleasure to meet you too.
And another big pleasure is meeting Edward, your bodyguard. I tell you, don't mess with him. He does everything. The
He's
guy-
taller than I am.
He's taller than you?
Yes.
Nobody's taller than KG.
True.
Right, there you go. Okay, Edward the man, thank you for being here as well. And yeah, Heerraa. So we've got you on the guitar over there, ready to play us another song. And you never took really, long lessons on guitar and stuff. No,
Maybe about 2 years, 3 years.
2 years and all that stuff. The rest of it was just your interest that made
Yeah,
you.
I don't think my guitar teacher will be proud of me. I think he genuinely wished I could take classes, but I'm glad that I have ventured into a style of songwriting that I've grown from.
Right, and you have all you need already with what you want to do, right? It's from you, and it comes out in your fingertips as well. Correct?
I'm no like
No, you know Yingwei Momstein and stuff. Yeah, but you know that. But you just like some of the musicians who remain complacent, right? What do you think about having to reinvent yourself and having to change all the time? Do you think it's important?
I think it's fun, but my main focus is always the song. And the song is born from what do I need and what does the world need? Like, what song do I need to hear, or what's the lesson that I need to remember? So, like, I have a song called Fixing Damages, which talks about my ego, like making sure that my ego is in check. So, like, that's a song that I wrote, not because I was, like, trying to reinvent myself. I was just trying to remember this lesson as I grow in life. So, like, each song has different lessons. Like, I have a song about hope. I have a song called Insecurities called Note to Self. And that one, I think, won an award a few years ago, but it's not out yet.
It's not out yet, and it won an award a few years ago. What's going on, man?
We're in a time loop, my friend.
Right.
Time loop.
We should be releasing that song. Okay, but yeah, so like each song, I don't put conscious effort into trying to reinvent myself. I just really think about what do I need to learn as a human being and how do I need to grow.
How important are lyrics to you?
So important. I'm primarily very happy to be a songwriter. Although, if you spoke to me about 2 or 3 years ago and you told me I was a songwriter, I was so disheartened. I was like, you mean I'm not a good enough singer? I didn't realize you could be a songwriter and a singer, like an equally good one. And for me now, being a songwriter holds so much more value because I get to tell so many intricate stories through song.
Right. So I always ask a lot of all the bands that come here, right? Like when you write a song, how do you know it's going to be a good song? Do you have to remember it the next day? Or if you don't remember it, you totally just scrap it?
Oh, I don't. Wow, I have never been asked that question. I always get nervous before I start writing, especially recently. When I was like 15, I had no pressure. I never released a song, so it's like I didn't know if it's going to be good or not. But now I sometimes get like the pressure, but then I try to remember, why am I writing songs? I'm not trying to write songs to make chart toppers, which is a bonus. But what I'm trying to do is change people's lives on a day-to-day basis. So some of the best songs that I have that's released on this album, I have forgotten about them for a year. But they're really good. Like Attention Island, I actually forgot about it.
Right.
Then,
Right.
Yeah.
There's even a music video out for Attention Island. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
amazing.
I like the simplicity in her music, and that sells. The Beatles were very simple.
Yes.
The Eagles were very simple.
Yeah.
You know, they were not like complicated musicians like Dream Theater.
Or Ying Wei.
Although I love Dream Theater,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying.
I love Muse too. Muse is
Oh yes,
Yeah,
there
Muse
you
is
go.
Green's already in his mood, man. Green's already in his mood.
Okay, what are you going to play for us this afternoon?
I'll be playing Feel Alive because you won't be hearing it on the station today, but I get to perform it acoustically, so you will be hearing it live on air.
Well, there you go.
All
Feel
right.
Alive talks about not feeling alive. So I wrote the song because in the beginning of the pandemic, as the world stopped, so did I, and I was at home all the time, but I was feeling terrible. I was keep needing validation from my peers, from my friends. So I was like, this shouldn't be the way to live. So I wrote a song about it to find my solution to happiness, and I found it through the song.
I like
So-
it.
Wow.
Will you play that for us today?
Yes, I will.
Okay, I shall shut down my microphone. And I shall shut down KG's microphone.
Still hear you.
Oh, sorry, KG's still there. Okay, no more KG. It's all yours.
Here you go. This is Feel Alive. My name's Heerraa.
KG!
Wow. Amazing.
Yes!
Amazing.
You should be. Wow.
This is the first time you sang that, right?
Yeah.
And you sang it on TRAXXfm, right?
No, this is my first time doing a TRAXXfm edition, right?
There you
go.
Featuring Feel Alive, featuring
There
Greenman.
you go. So not heard on any other radio station
No.
yet, right?
Wow.
Too bad you other radio stations. I know you're waiting to grab her. Too bad. We got her first.
Well, that was an amazing song.
Thank you.
Amazing performer as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see you live.
Did you see how she... Yeah, we did see her live.
Yeah, I mean live on stage, man. I want
Right.
I want to hit bang for a bit. as
Yeah,
well.
did you see how she just like became somebody totally transformed?
Yeah,
it
true,
was
wow.
it was no more that girl sitting on the chair over there with that face mask talking.
Yeah.
Music took over. You were possessed.
Yes, I was.
And I was watching the volumes here, right? So I've got a video thing going on. So I'm watching the volumes, and the moment she starts singing, volumes off the charts.
Right?
Yeah.
Good thing.
Yeah, projection is amazing, man.
Oh, I like that.
Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
and I look forward to seeing a lot more of you. And a lot of people out there would be interested to find out more. Tell them how.
Oh, they can find me on any social media. You just gotta search Heerraa Official. The tricky part is getting my name spelled right, so you gotta spell it Heerraa Official.
Right. Why did you choose that name?
I mean, I wasn't there when I was born to make it choose it. My mom chose it, and I
Okay.
think all the doubles happened because of numerology. I would like
Oh.
to think that she knew I was going to be a singer, but no. But I'm glad because I normally go by Heerraa, so I feel like, those Rihanna, Beyonce kind of thing.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
first name only.
Yeah. I like you better than them.
Aw, thank
True.
you, thank you.
I do.
That's so
I would pay for her
I do.
concert.
I would pay for her
you.
concert.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay for Beyonce.
We'll give you
No.
front row tickets so you can go like,
There you go. Yeah.
I won those front row tickets.
But well, we might get carried away and go, KG.
Don't do that, man. Oh wow, we would love to see more of you in the future, man. Yeah,
Thank you.
especially after your album is dropped. Yeah, send those songs over.
Right. So look for you on social media, and how soon before we get to listen to your complete album?
So what we're currently doing is we have one song dropping a month for 6 months. So we're currently at month 3, which you heard, Attention Island. The full album should be expected to be landing end of July or early August.
Right.
Wow.
The full album, yeah.
Yeah.
And this will be available to people to listen to you where on
On
those
the streaming platforms. So Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, wherever you consume, and of course TRAXXfm.
Right.
Right,
Lovely.
TRAXXfm. Yeah.
Lovely. There you go. Okay, so Raya around the corner. You got friends you want to wish Hari Raya to?
Yes, I gotta say, Selamat Hari Raya to everyone in Ascendance Apprentice, because the Ascendance Apprentice are all across the nation and they are meeting so hard every single day. But Selamat Hari Raya, guys, and also to all the lovely people at Map Music who actually welcomed me in my music, and I'm like, let's record the next song. So that's that, and also all my friends. Yeah.
There you go. I've got a special request.
What's that?
I want to hear Edward's voice. Edward!
Right. So
Edward, say hi, man.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so Heerraa, absolute pleasure having you in the studios. Thank you so much. Is there something you'd like to talk about that we didn't ask you about?
No, I guess I just want everybody to enjoy Attention Island. If you can, go and watch the music video, because if you think the song sounds great, wait till you see the music video.
Yep.
It looks
Wow.
I agree.
Where'd you shoot this music video?
in KL, in
Okay.
like Regalia residence, actually.
Right?
Ah, Regalia. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a very nice person who let us use their Airbnb for the music video shoot, and it was super, super good. So the whole team putting together the audio, the video, this whole thing is supported by ETIDs and Chendana as well. So it's very nice to have support for the project, but the whole team leading it's in their 20s. So like, so much of talent, like in the video, in the audio, in the music world, that it's just like, you would think, wow, these young people, sometimes we look like we are lazy. But then if you see these products of their hard work and effort and their love, oh my God, you're going to love it. Yeah.
I think gone are the days, a lot of times you walk into a music shop, right? And then you think you're a senior person, you've been playing the guitar a lot longer than a lot of these young chickus coming in the shop.
Chickus, huh?
Yeah, you know how they think, right?
Yes.
Young chickus. And then you take your guitar and you show off and you turn the amps up and stuff like that. I think you better stop doing that.
Yeah.
Some of these young
I
chickus.
can't wait for the day to see Greenman on the guitar.
No,
No, he sings.
Okay.
He will stand on the
sings.
guitar,
Yeah.
Yeah. But these young chickus, I tell you, these days, they're absolutely, they're just doing it, man, and they're doing it so well. And I'm so happy and I'm so excited for the music scene, especially for Malaysia over here. Like, so wake up, guys, promoters and everybody and stuff like that. We've got a whole new breed of people out there.
Amazing
one of them
people.
is sitting right here, right?
Thank you.
And find her, and she can tell you a lot more about a lot of other people who come from where she comes from.
Absolutely.
Right? And to, sorry, our other musician friends, if you stay complacent, I'm sorry, but
You're gonna get the
complacency
brain.
kills.
Yep, absolutely.
Right? Like I saw a video where Yingwei Malmsteen was playing, and his kids were just looking at him and they were not amused.
Wow.
Because he's still doing the same thing he's been doing, and he hasn't changed and he hasn't evolved and stuff like that. You're not respecting your listeners.
Absolutely.
Absolutely important that you go up and do whatever you have to do. Heerraa, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on
We
the show.
appreciate having you here.
Yep.
And we look forward to the next time, yeah? And you will tell us when you're playing something new,
We will.
Yeah.
right? Attention Island is going to be played right now. What's Attention Island about?
Attention Island is a paradise that seems perfect, but actually, with all the people smiling and everything's going beautiful, and you're like, oh, I wish I could stay here forever. But it talks about attention, and if you are seeking for attention, you're seeking for limelight or recognition, there will be downfall. Like, beyond their eyes, you will actually see they're not happy, they're lost. So that's what Attention Island talks about, making sure that you know the dangers of going after attention.
Wow. Heerraa knows about you.
The Buzz.